Eileen. Hi, I'm Ermi.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And welcome to the other realm.
Ding.
Today we're talking about amazing and unusual crystals. So crystal number 1.
The first one I would like to introduce is this green apophyllite flower.
Oh,
Okay, so why is it unusual for me? Because usually for apophylites, we only know them as like transparent, clear, or like pink. Okay, but this one is like the full-on green color because of the chloride inclusions in the apophyllite.
so what are the properties?
Okay, so for this green apophyllite, they call it mushy apophyllite. Okay, so for this one, it would mostly be for the heart chakra to be open to receive, to make you feel like you are being valued.
I realized that it looks like a green forest
Yeah, it
that
does.
is happening like there.
We should also mix it a good stone because it's a apophyllite to make your own inner dialogue better. Because a lot of us always have very harsh inner dialogue with ourselves, very self-critical. So this can actually help with that.
Okay, and then crystal number 2.
Okay, so the second one, I would go for this very shiny apophyllite. It's actually pink in color. Okay, so for this one, the benefit, right, it's to help you to have heartfelt connection with the divine. So it could be like your higher self, or it could be like your guides.
It looks like a sweet cracker. I want to.
It looks like a dessert.
It's
not
very
like a pretty colour.
It's very fragile.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually quite fragile, and it's actually mined from a water well.
Oh,
Yeah, in India.
oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's why there isn't like a raw, like rock wall that
Yeah.
a lot of the raw crystals
Yeah.
actually have. Check it out in Claire's stick cherry east.
Yes,
So this cracker is for sale.
it's cracker. Yes.
Amazing.
Make it sound so cheap.
Crystal number 3.
Okay, so this one is also from my personal collection. Aesthetically, it's not as nice, I would say, or perfect, but of its high vibrational energy, it will actually help you to go into a meditative state, and it will also help you to reduce noise or
Reduce noise.
distractions. Yeah, when you're trying to do the meditation.
The energy is quite good because there's a lot of like rainbows. So if you put it against the light, you can see there's
Yeah.
a lot of rainbow.
And it's all natural. They call it anandalite.
This is not for sale.
No, that's not for sale.
Sorry,
Fortunately.
so sad, too bad. But you can buy the rice cracker. Okay, crystal number 4.
QR code flower.
QR. So in previous videos, we actually also featured another QR code fluoride. So why did you particularly like this one?
Okay, so the special thing is that the crystal plate is minimal, whereby the fluoride is actually taking most of it lah. Then it actually grows in between the crystal plate, you can see. And the fluoride cubes are all stacked together. So usually we see maybe 1, 2, or 3 max where they grow like together. But this one has like quite a few growing in between the crystal plate.
So this is like a cracker with a dip.
Yes.
You have dip,
Avocado dip.
cracker and cracker with avocado dip.
And it's not damaged also.
Oh.
So it can be considered as collector grade as well.
And is this cracker for sale?
Yes.
Most of the time, the amazing and interesting crystals are collector's grade. Yeah, so that's why you don't see any like tumbled ones like this.
Yeah. It's usually all the raw pieces.
Okay, crystal number 5.
Okay, this is actually a very, very clear quartz. It's actually a rutilated quartz lah. So this part, right, you see it's all black. But it's actually all the rutils inside.
What is
rutil needles?
What is rutile needles?
Mineral. So there's different type of rutile. So like there's gold
This is
rutile,
black.
there's green rutile, there's black rutile, there's red rutile. So they are formed out of different types of minerals.
Yeah.
It looks like, from my point of view, like that. It looks like a puppy with the legs going out like that and the tail going upwards.
So
Okay.
cute.
So it looks
Poodle.
like a little poodle animal.
So if you shine a torch, you can actually see through this piece of quartz here, right? That it's all the needles inside. It's so dense that it became, like when you see it's black color.
What does this do?
Okay, so for rutilated quartz, right? The rutilated needles in the quartz actually amplifies the energy of the clear quartz.
Oh.
So for clear quartz, right, it's a very all-rounded crystal. It's also known as the master healer. So if let's say you want to program or you want to dedicate the crystal to a specific intention, these rutilated needles will actually amplify your intention.
And this dog is not for sale?
Yes, it is awesome.
So cracker dog ready for sale.
This from Switzerland. It's from the Swiss
It's
Alps.
from Switzerland. Okay, crystal number 6.
Okay, this one is one of my favorite fluorite because of its glassiness, as you can see, and it's very clear so that you can even see the rock inside as well.
And what does it do?
Because it's so clear, I would say it's for mental clarity. Like when you look at it, your mind just feel like, oh,
Yeah, it almost looks like glass, except
Yes.
that because there's like energy,
Yeah.
you know like it's a crystal.
And this is not for sale.
decided.
So you
I'm
can try
excited.
your luck.
Yeah.
You may try to bid for it starting from $2,000. I take the 50% commission. Okay, just kidding, but you can try your luck. Okay, crystal number 8.
So this is actually calcite flowers. They're grown like naturally, and when they actually harvest it, because it's so fragile, they actually harvest it with the rock still intact. So
It's like
the
a
rock, this is the rock from the actual mine, and then the calcite flowers actually look like real flowers.
Yeah, they do. So it looks like flowers in a little cave,
Yeah.
like part of nature. What are the properties?
Because it's like clear calcite,
Mm-hmm.
so it actually
pretty.
just helps with mental clarity, and because it's in a flowering shape, it can actually help with like your blossoming of your energy. Like
Looks
if you
like
wanted
a
to like
face with the eye.
develop
Oh, yeah.
potential or something. Yeah.
Looks like the eyes.
Yeah, two eye.
The eye.
Yeah. So actually, if you put it like that, it actually looks like a muppet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And then it has a
So
little
cute.
flower at the back
Yeah,
of
and
the
then,
ear.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute. Oh my god, it looks alive.
Yeah. It's just that most
They are
people,
like-
unless you're a collector, you wouldn't like this because aesthetically, unless you're looking only at the flower, you will find the rock is not very nice.
It's amazing what nature can create.
Yes.
And this is all like natural, like it naturally formed. So I'm guessing all your stuff is not for sale.
My stuff is usually, if you want it, you can tell me. I will ask the crystal. If the crystal want to go with you, I will sell it to you.
I will make it
I'll let
spin,
you-
yes. Crystal number 9.
Okay, so this is an aragonite that I got in one of my overseas trip, and I like it because it looks like a coral. So when you actually look at it, the way the crystal grow, it's not straight, so it doesn't look like quartz or anything. And aragonites usually, like especially this yellow color one, I feel like, and I've actually programmed it actually to help with emotional like calm and also the raising of perspective, so that it can so it has a transformational aspect to it.
The color looks very mild, but the
Yeah.
energy is
But
very
energy is
strong.
very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like hair raising.
That is actually a naturally formed lithium quartz. So what is unusual about this crystal is that first it is naturally double terminated. So they cut it out from the rock like this, and it has a little baby piggybacking it. A little
Ayo!
baby cover terminated. And if you were to shine a light through it, you will see that there's a lot of light inclusions, and it looks a little bit purplish. So that's actually the lithium inclusions.
You know what
The
it
grey lithium.
reminds me of? It's like a dolphin.
Yeah, it's a dolphin.
With the baby.
And then the baby is following the mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cute.
So what's interesting is that a lot of the naturally formed crystals actually do mimic like
Nature?
some kind of nature aspect of nature.
And what are the properties for this?
So for lithium quartz, it's usually used for higher like energy level work. Also, let's say healing. So for this specific one, I actually use it to assess and ground the soul star chakra, which is a chakra that most people don't use. So if you know chakras, it's not part of your 7 chakras. It's an external chakra.
Where is
above
it?
the head. It's just above the head.
Oh, it's like here.
Yeah, it's an external chakra. So usually, soul star chakra is only used by healers, because we need to channel a lot more energy. Yeah, so this lithium quartz has been specifically used to work with the soul star chakra.
Crystal number
New.
10.
It is
Yo.
the-
This is one in Ermi's collection, one of my favorite one. Dun, dun, dun. It is called
the Dickerlite.
Or at least I named it the Dickerlite. But what is this actually?
It's actually a malachite.
Okay, why does it look like a dick?
It's naturally formed like that. So most malachite don't look like that.
Yeah.
And why this became a collector's item is that because it formed naturally in this very weird shape.
Yeah.
And I must say it really does look like a dick. Okay, you can see. Yeah.
What is
You're
it
gonna zoom
used for?
Malachite actually helps with spiritual awakening.
Does this awaken you?
Sexually, spiritually. so I think it gives you like a spiritual awakening. Maybe on a combining a spiritual and sexual level. Although when I actually program it, I don't look at the sexual aspect as well. I look at it purely as a malachite.
That just have a funny.
Yeah, although because of the hole at the top, I suspect it can be used as a portal, but I haven't tried yet.
You don't know what the portal goes into.
What comes out of the bottle?
I don't think this size can awaken me. But anyway, go. The last one. The number 13.
Another one of Eileen's favorite.
The Boobalite.
This the boobs and the tummy. So I call this the boobalite. But what is it really?
It's pregnant. So this is a very interestingly shaped one because it's naturally formed and somehow there's three of it stuck together. And you can see they managed to cut it out from the rock that it was harvested from without much harm. I haven't really sort of like cleaned it because I kind of like how raw it is and how it's like interesting. Although if you look at the energy, you know it's not. So this is quite interesting because it's three circles of prehnite literally like stuck together and naturally formed like that. And I thought it was really interesting because most of the time you don't get such completely well-formed prehnite, you know, and in this particular shape here.
Yeah, maybe they need like comic releases because you know they are stuck together.
Maybe they are just like a threesome.
Oh! Okay, so basically if you are interested in purchasing rice cracker with avocado dip avocado dip and the poodle, they are available for sale and check out the link in the description. And that's all today for the amazing and unusual and weird crystals. Bye!